come together. And I know it ain't right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my love? You said you'd be forever. I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. Will and Diddy all through the night. I'll make love. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all smash that like button and hit that hype button during survival. And people try to say, you got some people say, Jamil, I love when you cry. Then some people say, oh, Jamil, I can't stand when you cry. Pure survival. But why would I not cry when these heart-wrenching Hollywood demonic sick stories still keep coming to light during survival? This is crazy, guys. Will Smith's best friend of 30 years, he's been out. Shout out to him and shout out to Tasha motherfucking K. He been out for a long time, at least like 2-3 years, exposing things about Will, Diddy, all of them. And now it's at a high peak right now because Will just got hit with the violinist lawsuit. You know what I mean? With that man saying he woke up whole back blown out. It was a whole volcano explosion of sperm inside of this man's back. You know what I'm saying? So you know they're going to be able to do forensic files to find out whose sperm cells was stuck in this man's back. You know what I mean? But anyway, there's an actor that I have not seen for a long time. But I know he came in the industry as a kid, and the horror and the trauma that Will Smith, Diddy, and I know it was a whole lot of others took this boy through during survival. Listen how this man say how Bashir Gray, if y'all know who that young actor is, how he was crashing out because he was going through all of this same Justin Bieber mentality, Jaden Smith, Orlando Brown, how he was crashing out, not knowing that the boy got his cheeks exploded. Listen to this.
Starts for me to make it out there to close everything down. So I arrived in Chicago for Empire. It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
Same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on, right? So
now, do you hear this? This is Bashir Gray. He's out there with male prostitutes, urinating in trash cans, screaming and hollering, and Will Smith, best friend of 30 years, is trying to figure out, like, what's wrong with the boy? But something happened to him, and listen what he said.
I'm like, so I pulled him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made...
Wow. Did you just hear that? Bashir Gray, the young actor, said, you know that Will R-worded me. You know that Diddy made me make his wiener disappear. He couldn't just suck on a tip. He had to make the whole thing disappear. This is crazy. And Will Smith's other best friend, Charlie Mack, he's saying that Charlie Mack had put butter on his biscuit too. This is crazy, guys.
Seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. You know, he said, you know Will me, you know Diddy made me suck his penis, you know what's going on, you know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yeah.
Wow, guys. Prayers for Bashir. Prayers for that young Hollywood child star. Do you hear him saying that the boy was crying, blood coming through his nose and ears, and this is crazy, man. Like, and then he got the I just smelt doo-doo face. Look at that face right there. Peel him out. He looked like he just stepped in shit, squirrel shit, or pit bull doo-doo. He looked like he just stepped in pit bull doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? And that's the face that he's making after hearing these horrible, sick stories. Now, if this is not true, guys, why have we been hearing this stuff about the industry for so long? How come we've been hearing these stories? How come these people that went through these horror moments in Hollywood, they disappear? That they disappear. This is sad, guys.
You do, yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen. So I grabbed my husband. I said, listen, I don't know. I didn't know what happened. Nothing. I was just asked to come. Is this true? Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you. You about to see if it's true from the paperwork. Oh, we telling something that got paperwork involved. Let me get to the paperwork. So at this point, I'm crying because I feel this pain. Like I can kind of tell when somebody phony and all, but it was the pain where the snot was coming out his nose. His nose was bleeding. He in the corner screaming, balled up, right? Like I could feel his.
Wow. Smash that like button, guys, and hit that hype button. So Bashir Gray, this young actor, was balled up in the corner, crying, shivering from the trauma and the horror, surviving Will Smith's nutsack, surviving Diddy Glover's nutsack, surviving Will Smith's other best friend nutsack. This is crazy, guys. Like, it's really not funny, you know what I mean? Even though y'all know I explain stories that's in kind of a hilarious way, but I'm not laughing at this. You know what I mean? That is a shame that that boy went through that and said that they made him get down and give them Bible head. That's, man, that's crazy.
Pain like he had been raped, like he had been forced to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, well, listen, let me find out what's going on. He said, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Right? So I'm like, yes. I'm like, yo, just relax. I said, everything gonna be okay. You know?
And that's sad. And he's saying he got paperwork. They had to sign an NDA. Smash that like button, guys, and hit that hype button. Prayers for all them young victims in Hollywood. Pure survival.